it again. So I've been thinking, which is dangerous, but I've been thinking maybe there's a way to keep it simple. So I thought of something. The letter Y, everyone's talking about it's okay to say no. If you're too busy, you're too this, you're too that, it's okay to say no. Well, I think it's time for us to say yes. Yes to 2021, yes to possibilities, yes, I can help you, yes, I can volunteer to do meals at Guadalupe Center Shelter, yes, I can be an usher, yes, I can serve on the finance committee, yes, I want to help with whatever it takes to run this magnificent building. Say yes. And then I thought of another word. So when you say yes, you have to, that's actually an R.
Yeah, you have one on the name.
Oh. Okay. We're so good at this. R. R. I want you to read. That means, boys and girls, if you want to get out, go to the library, find out how you order books online and you can pick them up. Perhaps you have a way to check books out of your school library. Maybe your family is comfortable being masked and going into like Barnes & Noble, Second and Charles has used books, but read, 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 read. You can learn anything, you can go into other places in your mind through reading. Read the Bible. If you don't have a Bible, contact us at the church office and we'll see that we can get you a Bible. Just let us know. But read, read, read. Okay, another letter that came to mind, P. I know you're going to think of something else, but it's actually for play. Because I want you to play with maybe those wonderful toys you got at Christmas, but when you're able to play with your siblings, play a card game. If it's cold outside, bundle up and try to play tag. It gets dark early, you could get out the flashlights, maybe it's not too cold, and you can play a version of Ghosty Ghosty in the graveyard, and everybody hides and you look for each other with the flashlights. Maybe there'll be snow on the ground and you can play with sledding or building a snowman, but play. Adults, maybe you and your husband haven't played Scrabble in years. Grab out that Scrabble game and play a game of Scrabble with each other. But remember to be joyful and enjoy the games that you have sitting aside in those closets that you haven't looked at in years. And my last letter is A, and that's for actions. So when you say yes, or you think you're going to read, or you're going to play, you actually have to do it. You have to have actions. You have to get up out of the chair. You have to get off the couch. You have to quit playing Nintendo. You need to do something and move. That means if you need to, drive in your car, call people up that you go to church with that you haven't seen in a while because you haven't been here physically in a while. Call someone. Prepare a meal. Go drop it off on their porch. Ring the doorbell and say, Happy New Year, and give them a gift of, a wonderful casserole. Probably everybody's zucchini from the summer gardens are gone, so get creative, but create a lovely casserole to leave on someone's doorstep. Your neighbor, someone you go to church with, somebody who's grumpy like Mr. Toomey that was in the story last week. Maybe there's somebody you can bring a smile to their face. So, to keep it simple, YRPA. Okay. So I've asked Danielle to help me. So we have YRPA. And my motto this year is going to be keep it simple. So YRPA isn't so easy. So let's do some switching here. No, you did that. No, you did this one. We can do this. person in the roundabout in front of you stops because they think they're supposed to, just keep praying. We can pray for a better world. We can pray for unification. We can pray for someone who's ill. But keep on praying. One of the wonderful ladies in Bible study, we obviously have rehearsed this so much. One of the ladies in Bible study, Paula Allard, mentioned a year or so ago about praying, and I have taken up this practice. I know some people hold their hands up. My son's church, they hold themselves like